told Jimmie Johnson when he qualified 26th yesterday that I'd be talking to him here in the top 5. I don't know if he would have believed me. Incredible effort what you guys did, first of all. But I also want to ask you, when you were leading, you chose the outside on that restart. Tell me about that decision.
Yeah, first and foremost, just so thankful that my guys never quit working and never stopped trying. We didn't qualify well, and really the first quarter of the race, the car was really far off. Chad took big swings at this car and got this Cobalt Tool Chevy flying and really competitive. At the restart at the end, I was talking to the guys on the radio, and they said the outside was kind of the place to be. I hadn't seen the front all night long, and just talking to Junior as I got out of the car, he said that was a bad move. And then certainly the push that the 88 got from the 4 got him by me. But you know, before that, we had 2 or 3 to go, and I had a nice lead. I thought it was going to come our way, but it just didn't work out.
But if you do it over, would you still take the 2 tires, and would you choose the outside?
Yeah, if it was 2, and my outside worked on that first one, and I got away from everybody, if it stayed green there, I think we're in great shape.
Thanks, Jimmie.
A career best night at Darlington for Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s best finish here at the Lady in Black, a second. You took the bottom, he had fresher tires. Did you still think that might give you the shot?
No, he had the best car and the best tires. Well, I wasn't looking in the mirror. I couldn't really tell where anybody was, but TJ said he was coming, so I should have run the top there in 3 and 4 coming to the white, made him work the bottom to get around us. But it was we had a great car, best finish I've had here. I don't really run that great here, so the guys had to prepare a really good car for us to run that well. Got to give the National Guard team a lot of credit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. passed by Kevin Harvick, who in his career, he's won a Brickyard 400, a Daytona 500, a Coach 600, and now he can add a Southern 500, a Bojangles Southern 500 to his list of accomplishments. More in a moment. Joe Michael Walter, Chris Myers, glad you're watching NASCAR and Fox, and a Kevin Harvick victory, the first repeat winner of 2014. Let's ride with Kevin Harvick.
Watch him work that high side. We heard Dale Jr. say, maybe I should have forced him to the bottom, but I'm telling you, Chris, those tires on that car, it wouldn't have mattered where Junior went. Kevin would have went the other way and drove straight to victory lane.
9 different winners in the last 9 races here in Darlington, but as we check the winners of the season so far, through 8 races, Kevin Harvick and Stuart Haas now with 3 victories in this season, if you include Kurt Busch and those Hendrick engines, and they defeat a Hendrick driver in Dale Earnhardt Jr. back in Martinsville. Kurt Busch with a winner, defeating Jimmie Johnson. Yeah, that 2 wins pretty much locks you in, right?
Done.
You're done. Harvick is in the chase faster than anybody.
And that feels so good to be able to say that. Harvick is in the chase. His team is amazing. What Stuart Haas has been able to do early in this season, along with the victory at Daytona for Dale Jr. of the 8 races, that's 4 Hendrick engines that have won races, so they've been dominant.
All right, Jeff Gordon, a 7-time winner, had a pretty good car here, led for some laps, and a guy who's looking for his first win of the year, standing by with Jeff Hammond.
Jeff Gordon, you're still leading the points here as you come off this race here at Darlington. Tell us about your night.
Yeah, we had a really strong race car, and you know, everything was going really, really well. Kevin definitely with that #1 pit stall was, and he was fast too. But I thought we were a little bit better than him on certain runs. There towards the end, I don't know, we just kind of started fading. I got into the wall a little bit and got the right side flattened up a little bit. And then from there, our night just went downhill. You know, we just made some mistakes and got behind, and we're the last car on 2 tires, and then, you know, got 8 up on those restarts. But actually, that last one wasn't bad. Come home 7th. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that. So, good to be leading the points. You know, I feel like a missed opportunity, but another great race car, and I'm happy about that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you heard him reference the points lead, but no victories so far. And that's trouble as you look at the standings after 8 races where the win is what matters.
And like he said at the beginning of the show, he said it's not the best year to be leading the points. He needs that victory. I love what NASCAR does with this system. You got to win to get in. Jeff Gordon's having a solid year, and he's been fast enough to win, but hasn't got the victory lane. I
mean, look at the names of those drivers who've yet to win this year. Kenseth and Jimmie Johnson, Tony Stewart. Their time is coming. We'll have more from the pole sitter who is the victor tonight in Darlington. Kevin Harvick. On the sprint hook ratio, 25th career win for Kevin Harvick, coming off what was tied for his worst career finish, 42nd at Texas. His only 2 top 5s this year have been wins. He was a 7-to-1 betting choice in Las Vegas for this race. Let's check our Toyota Let's Go places and look ahead to the Toyota Owners 400 in Richmond. How appropriate. And remember last year, as we moved to Virginia 2 weeks from tonight, Kevin Harvick came from 7th on the final restart to win that race.
Another green-white checkered win for Kevin Harvick. He passed 6 cars to win in Richmond. We're going to get on I-95, head north, and be ready for him in 2 weeks. It's short track racing, Chris, and that's a lot of fun.
It'd be nice if we had back-to-back short track races. That way the tempers, the scores could be settled amongst drivers. We saw some of those at the end of this race.
It seems like maybe there are some scores that are going to be settled eventually. We've seen a lot of action in our first 8 races in 2014, and Richmond will certainly be a great race.
Matt Kenseth, last year's winner, is standing by with our Matt Yoakum.
Matt Kenseth qualified in the 25th position, but the final green-white checkered restart. Walk me through your position in the second run.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like the inside row could really get going a lot better, and Kevin was in front of me on the top, which I knew was a good thing. He just accelerated so much better with the new left rear, and I just was out there spinning the tires until I got to the corner. So Greg snuck by me. I was able to get back by him. So overall, it was a good night, I felt like, for our Home Depot Husky Tools Toyota. We're not where we want to be, but I thought we made some good strides tonight. We got up there. We could run pretty solidly in the top 5. Good adjustments, great pit stops. So overall, it was a good night.
25th to 4th for Kenseth.
All right, thanks, Matt and Matt. 238 laps led today for Kevin Harvick. So you get into victory lane, you get one of those stickers, and he's the only guy with 2 of them this year. We'll have more on the Sprint Post-Race Show in a moment. The Sprint Post-Race Show. We're live here in Darlington Raceway. What a beautiful night. We had great weather, and it was great for Kevin Harvick, who dominated this race. Now, remember, he dominated Phoenix, but then 4 out of the last 5. He wasn't even in the top 35. But continuing his celebration tonight on Fox, the late local news. And thanks for staying up late with us. And all our affiliates for working with us on Fox Sports 1 later. Check out Victory Lane. Lots more interviews from not only Kevin Harvick, but those who were chasing him as well. And in 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be in Richmond, Virginia. You've touched on that, Michael. How about some thoughts on some of the finishes from the drivers tonight?
Just continue to be totally impressed with Kyle Larson. He comes home in the top 10. And listen to this, Chris. He ran his fastest lap on lap 374. We've seen him every race get better and better as the race goes on. Tonight was no exception.
Well, for Dale Earnhardt Jr., his 3rd second-place finish since his last win. Greg Biffle with his first top 5 finish since last fall.
And what about Carl Edwards? We talked about him being at the back end of the lead lap most of the whole race. He comes home to a 13th place finish, so he got better as well as the night progressed.
Watch out for Tony Stewart, 4th top 10 finish in the last 5 races, and a rough night for Denny Hamlin. For DW, Larry and Mike, Krista, Steve, Matt, and Jeff, this has been a Barry Landis production, directed by Artie Kempner, with Michael Waltrip. I'm Chris Myers, our researcher, Patrick Perrin. Thanks for being a part of NASCAR on Fox. If we don't see you, have a great Easter, and we'll see you in 2 weeks right here. Take care.